Welcome to this series on thinking tools. This series collects together insights to help navigate the world, other people, and our own thoughts. I call these insights thinking tools in reference to Dan Dennett's use of the term. Drawing from diverse areas of conceptual effort, such as philosophy, cognitive science, public policy, and politics, these thinking tools have been selected for being broadly useful, though not without limitations. This inventory of perspectives highlights the landscape of possibility. By having many options to select between explicitly, we can make our own biases and assumptions clearer and pursue our actual goals. So, thinking tools or tools for critical thinking include philosophical razors, critical lenses and perspectives, as well as useful habits and practices, heuristics, intuition pumps, and rules of thumb. They are mental shortcuts that can improve our ability to engage critically and rationally with the world. Some examples include Occam's razor, prefer the simpler explanation, all things being equal. Sturgeon's law, 90% of everything is crud, which is the original quote, and reductio ad absurdum, look for internal contradictions. What I love about thinking tools is that they remind you that the point of an argument isn't victory, it's clarity. But like all tools, each of them have their domains of applicability, limits, and consequence of use. Just a warning up front, I am not an authority. What I present here has been useful to me, at least within certain contexts. It is not the gospel truth. Many of you will not need this warning, but out of an abundance of caution, I feel it is important to offer a warning anyway. Well, these thinking tools are often the culmination of great effort. We would do better to consider them as starting points. Create your own path, and I personally would welcome fellow travelers, should our paths cross for a time. I don't have any ultimate answers. I have a collection of tools and perspectives that I have found to be broadly useful, which I think others might find useful too. I look forward to learning from your insights in turn. But beware, growth is often uncomfortable, and that warning is for me as much as anyone else. So each video in the series will be a few minutes in length, more or less. Some might be quite short, some might be quite a bit longer. In them, there will usually be, I will usually describe and explain a thinking tool, provide some sort of an example or application, offer any notable limits or limitations, and possibly even make connections to other thinking tools. These videos, the connections between videos and external sources form a web-like structure. Each video should stand alone, but together they can build up into a larger picture. However, in this series, I'm not trying to make implications about the value or ultimate truth via the order of presentation. The structure is yours to build as you see it. So, as a result, I have a tendency to throw a bunch of stuff at you somewhat at random. I try not to make a nice, neat, tidy narrative where you are guided to a conclusion and implicitly told how you should think about things. Um, Hopefully that comes across. I want you to use these pieces that I give you to build your own way of thinking about things, and then reuse them again once you start to question that new way of thinking. All the while refining, reforming, rejecting, and developing the thinking tools themselves. And then continue that process forever. And I very much hope to learn from what you discover. So, what's my motivation? Why create this series? First of all, it's a resource for myself, for my teaching, and a way to clarify my thinking. They say that writing is thinking. Well, I write these presentations and then I have to perform them. I catch my thoughts being developed as I create these presentations. Another motivation is as a resource for my students. I don't expect many of them to actually watch these videos, but the option is there. And finally, I hope to, at some point in time, turn this into an open educational resource for other students and teachers. Hopefully, this series will also be of value to others. They will be freely available. Um, but one of my main motivations is that it seems like we have a problem. So here's the problem. Hey, sorry I missed your text. I'm processing a nonstop 24/7 onslaught of information with a brain designed to eat berries in a cave. Yeah. If you want the problem visualized, here you go. Nonstop. Our minds are necessary for understanding the world, obviously. But, less obviously, they are deeply flawed and often under considerable pressure. We regularly deem things to be true for reasons other than those things actually being true. So, how can we do better? Well, in this series, there will be some thinking tools that I have found to help, at least some of the time. Your mileage may vary. Thinking tools are not without danger, though. Changing how you think can change your entire life, and that can also ripple, well, throughout the ages. It has all sorts of impacts. Knowledge is power. Thus, you already have power. If you seek more power, even in the form of knowledge, seek wisdom too, which I think generally takes the form of restraint. All right. I hope you join me. Thanks.